Alright, for Python, we can learn more using this video, or there are more from YouTube. But anyway, we're going to start ArcMap. ArcMap 10.4. And so Python can be used as a powerful calculator, so as a programming language. And practicing math calculations in Python will help you not only perform these tasks, but also show you how Python works with the different types of numbers. So, oh, not ArcGlobe. I clicked the wrong one. Nope. Oh. ArcMap. Close program. Alright, close. Close program. Okay, click cancel. And so now in the standard toolbar, we're going to click the Python. And now we do have a Python button. And in the Python window, we're going to type the following code and press enter. So we have a 12 plus 17, and we hit enter, and we get 29. So this code should give you the result of 29. All basic calculator functions work just as you would expect, with one exception, which here. We're going to run 10 divided by 3, and it's 3. Why the result is 3? So the result to put the calculation 3 and 3 are both integers, and therefore the result is by default also an integer. So this results in rounding. If you want ordinary division, the solution is to use real number or floats, that is number with decimals. If either one of the inputs in a division is a float, the result will be a float. So now we're going to do is put 10.3 of 10.0 divided 3.0, and then we get 3, and we have a 5 at the end. So notice that very last number does not make sense because it has reached the limits of the number decimal places Python uses. So the exact number decimal places depends on the version of Python we're using. So right now, we see very last number does not make sense because it has reached the limit of the number of decimal places Python uses. Is there a similar upper limit to the size of integers? Yes. Ordinary integers cannot be larger than 214748367 or smaller than -214748367. However, if you want larger values, you can use a long integer, commonly referred to as long. So we're going to run the following code is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1. Click enter. So the result is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1 L. The letter L indicating that Python covered the input value to a longer integer. So the basic arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division are relatively straightforward. Many more operations are possible, but take a look at just one more for now. So exponential or power operation. So now we're going to round 2 times 5 is 10. 2 and to the 5th power is 32. So although you are not very likely to use Python directly as a calculator, the example here shows you how Python handles numbers, which will be useful as you start writing scripts. So now we're going to do a very silly one, print. Each time when you do learn Python stuff, language, you always say hello world. And so we're running the code hello world. So the code prints hello world to the next line. This is called a string. So string. So as in a string of characters, strings are values just as numbers are. Python considers single and double quotation marks the same, so making it possible to use quotation marks within a string. I would do print, and I would use let us go. Let us go. Or you could do is print and use the single quotation mark. Let us go. And let's see what happened. And it, because you have this, Python consider this is a pair and this is not making any sense. So we would better do is the code prints let it go, but if you use single quotation mark, it gives you error messages. So you have to match the pair. So strings are often used in geoprocessing scripts to indicate path and file names, so you will see more examples later. Strings can be manipulated in a number of ways. Right now, what we do is quotation marks in Python are straight up, and there is no difference between opening quotation marks and closing quotation marks. As in common in word processor. When you type quotation mark directly in Python, they are automatically formatted properly, but be careful when copying and paste other documents. Quotation mark in Python have to look like pairs, and we have to be careful. So we're going to run here that z equals z equals alphabet soup, and we're going to print z 7 times. Module 5 z equals, alright, not defined. Name z is not defined. Let's see. Returns the letter T. Okay. Oh, I didn't run it first. Z, okay, equals, oh, different Z, print. Okay, Z, capital sensitive. Number 7. There, it's letter T. See, this is capitalized and this is small case. I have to change it into capitalized. So the code returns the letter T, the 7th letter in the string where the letter A is located, and located at index number 0, 0. This system is of numbering a sequence of characters in a string is called indexing and can be used to fetch any element within the string. So the index number of the first element is 0. So we're going to do is print z 0, and it gives us letter A. So the index number of the last element depends on the length of the string itself instead of determining the length. Negative index numbers can be used to count from the end backward. And now we're going to do print z -1. Then it gives us P. Soup. And then the code returns the letter P is right here. To fetch more than one element, we can use multiple index numbers. So it's this is known as slicing. So we're going to print, not capital, print z, and I want from 0 to 8, 0 to 8. And now it's alphabet. So right now the reference z 0 to 8 returns the characters with index numbers from 0 up to, but to not including 8, and therefore the result is alphabet. as you have seen, you can use an index of to fetch element. You can also search for an element to obtain its index. And running the code, we're going to do name. So we define a variable, geographic information systems, and then we're going to hit enter, name dot find parenthesis, and I will put info here, info, and then the result gave us is 11. The index of the letter I is, in this example, find is a method you can use only used on any string. Methods are explored later. So now we're going to talk about variables. All scripting and programming languages work with variables. A variable is basically a name that represents or refers to a value. Variables store temporary information that can be manipulated and changed throughout a script. Many programming languages require that variables be declared before they can be used. Declaring means that you first create a variable and specify what type of variable it is, and only then can you actually assign a value to that variable. So in Python, you immediately assign a value to a variable without declaring it. And from this value, Python then determines the nature of the variable. So this typically saves a lot of code and is one reason why Python scripts are often much shorter than code in other programming languages. Next, we can try a simple example using a numeric value. And now we're going to run the following code. The first one is x equals 12, and we're going to print x, and the value print x, the value returns is 12. Because the code defines x equals 12 is called an assignment. The value of 12 is assigned to the variable x. Another way of putting this is to say that the variable x is bound to the value of 12. Implicitly, this particular line of code results in variable x being an integer, but there is no need to explicitly state this with extra code. And once a value is assigned to a variable, we can use the variable in expressions, which we will do is right here. X equals 12, x equals 12, and y equals x divided by 4. And we're going to print y, not print yield. Nope. Okay, I just have to clear everything, clear all. Alright, so x equals 12, and then y equals x divided by 4. And then I want to print y. There, it's 3. So variable can store many different types of data, including numbers, integers, longs, integers, longs, and floats, strings, lists, tuples, dictionaries, files, and many more. So far, we have seen only integers. Next, we can continue with strings. So, and we're going to do is k equals this is a string, and then we're going to print k. So print k, this is a string. The variable name can consist of letters, digits, and underscores. However, a variable name cannot begin with a digit. So there are a lot of rules we're gonna go over later. And then we're going to work with list. So lists are a versatile Python data type used to store a sequence of values. The values themselves can be numbers or strings. We're going to run the code. So now we do have w equals, we have apple, and we have banana, and we have cantaloupe, and we have the rain,